While redistricting was required due to population shifts, it was not necessary to go from 11 to 10 precincts. One argument for doing it was cost savings. Do you agree with that decision? Why or why not?
I heard only the end. Could you just say that again? I'm sorry.
Okay. While redistricting was required due to population shifts, it was not necessary to go from 11 to 10 precincts. One argument for doing it was the cost savings. Do you agree with that decision? Why or why not?
Well, the reason for the redistricting was our population changed. Every 10 years, the federal census is done throughout the whole country. And Milton's was changed. As a result, redistricting had to occur. So we did go to 10 precincts. You know, it's federally mandated to change the precincts. So, yeah, I would abide by the laws and do what I have to do. You know, I know there's been a lot of controversy about it. People felt that they weren't engaged. And if they choose, I think that would be a welcome opportunity for people to get engaged, look at what we're doing. That being said, it's a small time period that you do have to make those choices as to where the lines are going to be drawn and everything. But yeah, I think that if people were interested in seeing how it is done and how it could be done, I think that would be very welcomed if I'm elected.
Sure, so re-precincting was necessary, but as I understand it, it was not necessary to reduce the number of precincts from 11 to 10. And I think that I would not have made that decision, and I would also not have changed some of the polling locations. I think you know, throughout this campaign, I've heard from a number of folks that it's inconvenient, specifically precincts 2 and 3. It's inconvenient for them to have to go across town to vote. And I think that you know, one of the things that I would do if elected is to immediately restore the polling locations for precincts 2 and 3 to polling locations within their own neighborhoods. I think that's only fair that folks should be able to vote in their own neighborhoods, so that that's convenient and easy to access.
Thank you, Ms. McKettrick.
There may be a problem with the outcome, but I'm sure there's a problem with the process, because nobody understands the criteria that were applied to make these decisions, and as a result, there's suspicion, there's rumor, and there's dissatisfaction. So first, the process should be one of open discussion over several meetings with the Board of Selectmen, who take the final vote on these things, so that everybody understands what the issues actually are. I mean, in the redistricting issue, the federal census every 10 years sets the pattern. If there are changes in population, there have to be changes in the districts. The congressional districts are the next criteria. And we're limited in terms of what the congressional districts are going to be, in terms of what we can do in the town. But finally, there is some discretion that remains to the town in terms of what population changes there may have been within the town, and whether or not there's justification for increasing or reducing the number of precincts. So I don't think there was an open process, and it's only to every 10 years. I don't know if I'll be here in 10 years, but I do know that the choice of precinct locations can be revisited, and the same thing should apply to that decision. And if the savings in the cost savings, which certainly are very important, are outweighed by the inconvenience or the crowding, the way the precincts are set up now, I think that decision should be revisited.
Ms. Galvin, you have 30 seconds.
I think that the process was done in the accordance, and I think that the town clerk is getting the blame, I guess, for this, when in fact he is the advisor of the process. He looks at it and he advises it. I don't know why people feel that they weren't involved. I'm done? Okay.